Listen up. Before we begin this masterpiece, we're all current or former law enforcement officers. We've seen our share of humanity. But if you came here thinking we give a shit about your feelings, you are sadly mistaken. So if you're a snowflake, we'll give you just a minute to turn this mother off, all right? Now, for the non-pussified. This is the midweek news show of the MOTORCOP Chronicles podcast. The only place where you'll find unfiltered, unedited, and raw discussions about law enforcement, crime, and everything in between. We love discussing the good, the bad, and the downright bizarre stories involving cops and criminals. So get ready for some raw comedy blended with our unapologetic opinions. We're diving deep into the headlines, breaking down the latest news about our brothers and sisters in blue and the criminals they deal with. You'll be laughing 1 minute and shaking your head the next. It's funny and maddening all at the same time, just like the world of law enforcement. This is the midweek news show of the MOTORCOP Chronicles podcast. And here are your hosts, the Iceman, with co-hosts Holstera and Freebird.
Welcome.
Is that a goat? A go-goat?
Yes. That's the first time you done noticed the goat down there?
Bullshit. This is not the first time. No, this is the first time.
No, it's been down there ever since I made that.
Yeah, it's been there a while.
You were
Seriously?
not a detective at all.
Well,
T-Bird did notice. Oh, no. T-Bird did notice her go-goats on the.
oh, look at the baby. You want to tell everybody hi? This is the first time they.
No.
Yeah.
T-Bird did notice the go-goats on the koozie. She like, hell yeah.
Did she? So I was about that.
You need to. Well, I said we got to go. We got to get us a shirt. I said, but I can't remember the website. We had to get a link.
Jesus. Is that Lola?
Yeah, that's Lola. Lola's going to help. She might help.
That's the little one that.
Yeah.
She's everybody's favorite.
Little girl.
Well, everybody, glad y'all could join us. Again, if anybody wants a great cigar or send Holster a cigar, mypatriotcigar.com. Use MOTORCOP. Can't speak tonight. Use the promo code. Maybe I need to start drinking. I ain't had nothing to drink. Use the promo code MOTORCOP15 and you'll get 15% off your entire order. Also, if you win any MOTORCOP merch, this is the midweek news crew shirt. Got a little cartoon picture of all of us on here, including Duke.
You got me and the McRib. Did you copyright infringe the McRib?
No, the McRib's not on there. You can go to MOTORCOPChronicles.com, which is over at the top, or you can go to the Etsy store, order the merchandise there. And if you would like any extra episodes, pictures, updates, text, videos, and all that other good shit, you can join the Patreon. If not, we're going to keep putting free shit out anyway. Speaking of our Patreons, we got our hang-arounds, Miss Grace Hudson. We got Chad Jenkins and Mr. William Gibo hanging around helping me out.
Oh, shit.
We got Kelly Meyer is a full crew member. We got Mr. Jared Nitrous, MOTORCOP for Life, full crew member. We're going to get him back on again. We got Dan Carlson with Burley Boards. What?
He's got to come back for that Harley Davidson versus the Euros episode we need to do.
We got Dan Carlson with Burley Boards. Go check him out, making some great wood products. We got T-Bird. We got Mr. Jim Procrant from the Short Track Guys podcast. Our favorite truck driver, Hoppy Hoppison. We got Mr. Blake Walker. We got Aaron from the I Had to Say It podcast, always putting out great content. We have Z Palmer. We got Roy Spalding. Roy with the S, not Roy with the P. We have our favorite girl from down under, JoJo. We got Kaylee Norris and Natasha A. from the great state of Washington. And as I went and looked, mostly everybody should have received their Christmas crew crew koozies that I sent out for the full crew member. It's showing that Natasha got hers, Kaylee got hers. Of course, JoJo's is still shipping because it takes a while to get to Australia. Mr. Spalding, yours is on the way. Mr. Palmer, yours is on the way. Aaron shows delivered. Blake Walker shows delivered. Hoppies. And Jim, just wait on yours. It's showing it had a shipping issue, but it is on the way. T-Bird got hers. Mr. Dan Carlson, Jared, and Kelly got hers. So it seems like most all the crew members got their
damn tree
extra
spinning.
cruisy.
Yeah.
What kind of bougie shit is that? That tree moves?
That's them rich
That tree
people shit.
spins.
Yeah, it's some bougie stuff.
No, see, that's hi, T-Bird.
You can't get it. It won't pull up on Facebook.
This is the first time we've ever had a significant other just pop into an episode.
I don't know why it's not putting up on Facebook.
I finally got it.
That's up.
Okay.
Hey,
Billy's here. Aaron's here. I don't know if he's in YouTube or Facebook or both. Hoppy's here.
Hoppy's here? All right.
Happy.
He said that thing around your neck makes you look like you've been modeling for Playgirl magazine. Is Mike Honcho.
No.
We know you spread your
Hey,
butt
look.
cheeks and everything.
No, man, it's cold outside.
David Summers is here. What's up, David?
David.
Jared is here. Everybody was liking your little scarf there, Holster.
Yeah, the American scarf. Yeah, that was to keep my face warm while I was outside because, I just put it up, and that way when you breathe, it's freaking cold. It's like 28 degrees down here. What the hell is it in Louisiana?
And the people, it's not 28 degrees in Florida. You're a liar.
Bullshit.
If everybody notices that y'all are watching live, y'all see a different setup. Of course, Bam, I got her home Monday from the hospital. She's still recovering. She's doing great. She's still leaking out of her hole in her stomach a little bit. But she's doing good. She just got some recovering to do, and she just didn't feel like company tonight. So we are doing a little remote. This is Freebird's first time going remote like that. So,
we're gonna spoil him. He's gonna be spoiled because then he don't have to drive home afterwards. It's so nice.
Yeah.
You
That's
just shut
good.
it
I get to
down.
be here with the spinning Christmas tree.
Fantastic.
And my mother-in-law is here also. Hello, Jesse.
Hello, mother-in-law.
She already knows.
Bam's mom's
Yeah,
on?
yeah. If my
See, I
mom,
can't
if
see.
my mom
I
was
can't
in, if
see it.
my mom was in the chat, we'd be having issues right now,
Oh,
because she would be a ghost. We can't do that.
Go goats.
Hoppy Billy says Hoppy's comment
Okay.
earned him the hot nuts for this episode.
I don't hear. I can't see. I can't
God.
see any of that.
Anyway, I'm starting this out. NYPD is yes, we're going to New York straight off the bat. New York is going to start using drones, but they already started using drones to combat the problem of juveniles, teenagers, subway surfing. If you don't know what I mean, they are.
but it's not. It's not for criminal prosecution, though, right? They're
Well,
just using it.
They're doing it. Of course, it's extremely dangerous doing this. These kids are climbing on top of these subway trains and doing this, and but they're not arresting most of the kids. No, they are basically telling their parents and their teachers to try to get them in trouble. I understand how I'm old now, and I understand how dangerous this is, but I'm just going to be totally honest about it, and y'all can say what y'all want to say. If I was a teenager and I was down there, you'd see me on top of a damn subway train riding it too, okay? It's just stupid shit kids are going to do. What about it? Yeah, would y'all ride it if you were still a kid?
What, inside of a train?
No, on top of it.
Fuck no.
Hell yeah.
I would.
Everybody wants to ride on top of a train.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, we had the giant freight trains that came through town with all the coal on it for the nuke plant, and you call it a nuke plant, but it's a coal plant that did the energy. And the damn thing only moved 25 mile an hour, but I stayed away from it. I didn't want to go play near it.
watch this.
Big worry.
Yeah, we're talking about what's called subway surfing, almost always teenagers standing on top of subway trains. So far this year, 120 instances of subway surfing, and 5 of those people were killed.
Now, a new way to try to fight the trend. NYPD now using drones to try
Well, that must be the slow ones.
Yeah.
They find slow people that didn't jump or they hit something.
Right. Don't you know that little game, Subway Surfer, where you keep going and getting all the gold coins and going around the subway cars? I think they're playing this shit wrong.
Well, they're doing it on that when it's not in the tunnel.
It looks like a scene from an action movie. Nope, this is the real deal. An exclusive look at teenagers risking it all subway surfing on New York City trains.
We've see where
seen
that would
it
go bad.
before.
They'll run, they'll jump
Between the cars.
Yes.
But from a perch in Corona, Queens, NYPD Assistant Commissioner Cass Daughtry points out social media is fanning the flame.
I just wanted to show y'all. I just kind of explain the story, but you can see the kids right here. I'm telling you, if I was 15, 16, 17 years old again and I lived there,
you might be able to talk me into that.
One of these little juvenile delinquents would have been me, okay? I'm just saying. I used to do stupid shit as a kid, okay?
But like with freight trains and shit, you got to run up and catch it while it's moving. These kids, it looks like they're getting on it and climbing above it.
What they're doing is when it stops at the stop, they're just timing on top of it. Because you got to stop at the subway stations, let people on.
I was big say they're probably not talented enough to jump from that overpass onto a moving subway.
No,
that's what I was wondering. I'm like, okay, well, how extreme does this shit get? Like, are they jumping from bridges?
No, that's the kind of faces of death I want to see. I want to see you try to jump onto that sumbitch while it's moving. Don't be no chicken shit. Don't be no chicken shit and jump on it while it stops. Jump on that thing while it's moving. James Bond would do it.
Jared said he'd try it once. Hey, Aaron says not his style. And Billy said, yeah, till it's low-hanging fruit. Yeah, I wouldn't try that in a tunnel, but they're on the outside of it. But like I said, it's illegal. It's extremely dangerous. I just know what kind of stupid crap I did when I was that age. And if they'd have been trained around here.
What the statute is to that? Man, that's got to be some kind of.
Probably criminal mischief or something. They're not damaging nothing. But they're not even charging the kids. They're, like I said, calling the parents and telling them. Half the parents probably don't give a shit anyway. So, but.
Not in New York.
But anyway.
No, some them parents are probably locked up. They're probably with their grandparents.
The bad part is if one of these little bastards gets hurt, the parents are going to try to sue the subway people, even though it's not
they're
their
gonna sue
fault.
The subway in the city because they didn't keep their little delinquent off of the train. So now they're going to have to put a cage up like a pyramid, so if they jump on it, they just slide off and fall off.
No, they do.
So now the subways are going to have to be riding with a pyramid on it, so the little bastard can't get on it.
Billy said he's do some crazy shit on his Huffy, but that's just suicidal. So, I mean, some of the stuff I pulled as a kid, I'm pretty sure if I go back and think would probably be considered suicidal.
Well,
also,
I've thought about that several times. Like, how the hell did I survive?
I'm a Gen X. We a different breed, so. All right, Mr. Freebird.
And next one's from Ohio, isn't it?
Yes.
Akron, Ohio. That's where the 8 officers that got their chief is retiring, and they opened fire on some old boy. I don't remember the circumstances.
I got a short video on it.
Of all 45 bullets hitting?
Well, it's a lot of them. I didn't do the whole thing, but yeah, they shot like 80 times or something.
Holy shit.
Apparently 8 officers opened fire, so they emptied all their mags onto this old boy. He had like 45 bullet wounds. And so their chief is retiring and cleared them of all any wrongdoing. So but the parents, of course, sued for $45 million, for $1 million for every bullet that was hit old boy.
They wanted $1 million for every bullet that hit them. They are
every bullet that hit him.
They did like I said, they were acquitted on all the charges, but
they were acquitted by the
But the thing is the kid was unarmed.
Oh shit.
It was justified.
It was a justifiable shooting.
It was justified because they were all in fear of their lives, and a bunch of harm being done to him, and so they needed. He might have needed 40. He might have only needed 40 bullets, but he got 45.
Yeah,
well, that's it. And they fired like 80 rounds, but I'm like, why that many?
Well,
I
didn't.
What was the
y'all can go back on YouTube. They got the whole body cam. There's like 10 cops. So there's 10 separate body cams they show. It's a lot. So I just grabbed a little news story, a little quick one.
Big worry.
A little short one.
What's called subway surfing. Almost always
where the city's 4th of July celebration.
He was subway surfing and got shot.
To an investigation into the deadly police shooting of Jalen Walker. The 25-year-old black man was unarmed when he was killed in a hail of bullets after a traffic stop. This afternoon, police released the disturbing body cam footage, which shows officers fired dozens of rounds as Walker ran away. This weekend, hundreds of people protested in the streets calling for justice. That's not
true. That was a year ago. I was just kind of giving y'all the story.
They tried to pull him over for a traffic violation last week. During the chase, investigators claim Walker fired from the window of his car, a claim his family disputes.
21 shots fired. That vehicle just had a shot come out of its door.
Video shows Walker exiting the car on foot wearing a ski mask. Authorities say officers tried to use tasers to stop him, but opened fire when he was cold and
he was in Florida. 28 degrees.
Yeah, I looked that up too. It was 33 yesterday.
Investigators say Walker was hit dozens of times.
The ME's report
45
indicates over 60 wounds to Mr. Walker's body.
Walker never fired a shot during the foot chase, but officers say they found a gun and a loaded magazine in his car.
Yeah, he was.
See what it was is when he was chasing.
Sweet people have pistols.
When they were chasing him. When they were chasing him in the car, they said that he shot at him once. And when they say, no, but he was running from them and he turned and faced them. They knew he shot at him once. They thought he was going to shoot at him again. So they lit his ass up. So, justifiable shoot that, so it is what it is.
Boy, there's going to be some mad people over this.
Oh, yeah. Especially since they acquitted him.
Bunch of mad, Hamas supporting people.
It's an
Where is it?
Where is that?
I need load of it.
It's in Ohio. Ohio.
Give me another.
Yeah. Well,
that was in Akron, Ohio. Akron. I'm empty.
There is
Akron, Ohio.
Ohio.
He said it's Swiss cheese. Yes, he's definitely some Swiss cheese.
Oh yeah. Well, I guarantee he will not reoffend. Moving on to this next one, right? Because this is me. This guy, when I read this story, I was like, what in the shit? Because it threw me. Man sentenced to life without parole for the third time in the killing of a LAPD officer. Yes, you heard that correctly. He was sentenced to the third time life in prison over murdering the same police officer. Well, so in progression over the years, this man, I'm not making it up. His last name is Gay. He was a co-defendant in a police officer issue where one of the individuals got pulled over in the car, and the driver, I believe, popped one round into the officer, and the passenger got out and dumped, I believe, another 5 into the officer. The theory behind it is this guy supposedly shot him after he was already dead from the first shot. So therefore he should not be in prison for life. They went ahead, and each time they've appealed and stuff, there has been issues with the case. So they allow the guy to basically be retried. And every single time that he is retried, he has been resentenced. Where's the lights on the light came back. Christmas tree's not lit up. Anyway, so needless to say, this guy's not getting out. He's tried to get out, had 3 full jury trials, and every single time it's life without the possibility of parole. He's done. They were going to put him to death once, and I guess they wanted him to retry it again. So he's probably never going to die. He'll die in prison, but he won't die because of execution.
Yeah.
It takes 20-25 years for her to execute him. But I don't
30
know
freaking years.
What state was this in? What state was this?
Los Angeles, they probably never put them down.
I don't know. That'll be 30 years on death row. But here in Louisiana, you're at least on death row for 20, 25 years.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. They need an express line.
Clemency hearings. You got clemency hearings, in which most of them been denied. So.
Well, that's the thing is like this. This case is over 40 years old. One of the judges said he's never had to try a 40-year-old case. Especially, you got to imagine they're bringing in people that have moved on. You know, they lived in those neighborhoods 40 years ago and witnessed this happen. So it's a really shitty situation. I mean, I don't get this. How do these death row inmates just continuously fight shit?
It's a joke.
Yeah, I know that, but it's like, why do we keep allowing them free counsel to keep doing this shit?
I don't know. We had a guy in Louisiana that he had to fight the state to get put to death because he didn't want his appeals. He's like, look, if I get out, if I ever got out, I'd do this shit again. I'm just done. I'd rather just get my sentence over with and be put to death. He had to fight the state to be put to death because he didn't want to appeal his shit. And they said, no, you have to. And he's like, no, I don't. You have to fight the state to die. Is that the stupidest
who
shit?
Was that? I don't remember who that was. He wanted it right now, right away.
Yeah, he's one that raped and killed his stepdaughter and dumped her down by the Amite River.
Oh yeah,
borderline.
That was the guy right here in the parish.
Yeah, borderline. And
Gerald
Borderline. He had to fight the state of Louisiana take them to court so he could go ahead and die. That makes it's messed up. This next story is a fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Got it.
This kid, we have another. I don't know what it is. We had another theft of a forklift. This looks more like a cherry picker to me, but
one of the big
it's a biggin. We're gonna say it countrywise. That's a biggin, and this 12-year-old took it, and they have the whole body cam footage on YouTube. It's like 30-something minutes long of this entire chase of this this forklift. This kid took the cops 30-something minutes chasing around.
July celebrations were
I think he hit 10 vehicles.
Investigation into the deadly police shooting.
Still going. Just blew the stop sign at Fountain.
Cops in Michigan.
As you can see, this is like a very big forklift.
Oh yeah,
industrial strength one. It ain't like the kind you see running around Home Depot or nothing.
The alliteration inside of the actual story makes this almost humorous to read the story because they say that they got a call about a child attempting to steal a forklift, and next thing you know is the kid's flying down the highway running 10 cars over.
It's not hard to steal it when you leave the keys in it,
right? He just had to figure out how to make
30 minutes trying to chase down a forklift that they say was stolen and being driven around by a 12-year-old kid. The Ann Arbor Police Department released dash cam video of the pursuit. They say the vehicle was parked at a middle school and was left unlocked with the keys inside. A 911 call alerted police that a child was trying to steal the vehicle, and officers quickly started tailing it. The forklift wasn't hard to track because it was only going between 15 and 20 miles per hour through the streets of the city. But a 35,000-pound forklift driven by a 12-year-old can be dangerous at any speed. They say the driver damaged 10 parked vehicles and, fortunately, no people. When the forklift finally stopped, cops say they took the child into custody and brought him to the juvenile detention center.
All I got to say is.
So yeah, the end of it's really hilarious because they say inside of the literary part, they're like the police stated that they terminated the pursuit. And so I'm like, holy shit, they rolled it? No, he ran out of gas. That's why they were.
They just followed until he ran out of fuel.
And then what does it say in the very end of it or something? It doesn't say we booked him in. It says that he is now currently being housed in like a juvenile
detention center. Yeah.
Yeah, it was worded very nicely, like they took him home to mom's house.
Well, I think the kid did a pretty damn good job of driving that big ass forklift for 12 years old.
Yeah, he's a certified forklift operator. Now, I'll tell you what. Well, that's her fault for leaving the keys in it in the damn middle school. What the middle school kid going to do?
Somebody lost their job on that one.
I mean, shit, I could tell you right now that you were talking about doing crazy shit. If it was a Corvette in the parking lot with the keys in it and I was in middle school, I would have drove it. So that's a damn, that's a
not if it was
fault.
not if it was a stick shift.
No, I can drive a stick.
Oh, I heard you good with a stick.
That's why I get McRibs, brother.
That's how you've been paying for them McRibs
that's it.
With that stick on. You a stick jockey?
You got to make sure you pop the clutch hard enough. Jesus. Yeah. All right, free chicken.
This next one's mine.
Why do I hear myself? Somebody listening to us?
El Centro, California. That's where we at.
We're back to you. Body worn camera.
Yeah, from El Centro, California, by the bricks.
Yeah,
it doesn't pay to. Apparently, it doesn't pay to steal 2 beers and hold a brick at the same time. So apparently, this old cat decided to, arm himself with a brick, and as he stole 2 beers, I'm assuming from a convenience store. And the cops, tried to get him to drop the brick, and then he decided to chunk the brick at one of them, and he got unloaded on. And
holy shit!
So his 2 beers cost him, a 10-7, I guess. So he's not around to steal any more beer.
You don't hear about them doing that often because that's in the South down here. Like in Florida, we have projection of a deadly missile, which can be constituted as people throwing rocks at you. You could throw lead back. So yeah, I guess they fucked around and find out.
Yeah. You throw a brick, you get shot. As simple as that.
Well, I've been having some discussion on some Facebook groups law enforcement about, there's been questions back and forth on it. Aaron said he wants to know how you hold a brick and 2 beers. I think he probably had the beer cans in his pocket or he drank them already.
Yeah, I can hold 4 beers.
From the video I saw, he just holding the beer. So he must have had the beer. He was holding the brick. So he must have just had the beer in his pocket.
And Steve from Things Police says we had a guy high on bath salts fired up a giant front end loader that was dropped off next to the fire department at PD for the work the next day. Thankfully, he couldn't figure it out. Yeah, good thing, huh? I do have a little video on this. The discussion on that they've been having on some. They got some law enforcement people are saying, that was a bad shoot. I watched it, and I think it's kind of more of a judgment thing. I'll let y'all see the little part of it.
Old boy ducked the brick. So
yeah,
once old boy threw the brick, he wasn't I don't think he was in
danger at the time. Yeah,
any more danger after the brick left his hand and he ducked it. The dude even threw it.
Cops in Michigan spent 30 minutes.
Watch. Yeah,
that ain't the brick throw. So anyway, the old boy even threw a brick like a tard. So it wasn't like.
Bro. Come here. You don't want to make this worse than it already is. Put the brick down. Put the brick down.
I wonder if he stole the brick from the store too.
Oh,
8556.
I want to know.
Mason.
But
watch, this is where it's going to happen at right here.
Right here, it's coming.
Drop the brick.
Cornerstone.
Do it now.
No. See, he throws it like a tar.
Well, the first shot.
Oh, look at who was wondering? He is holding the beer.
Well,
he got the beer in the brick.
But the first shot happened when the brick's just leaving his hand. Watch if you listen.
Yep. And then he just devoted to the
follow. You see, the brick was about right here. Right
over his shoulder.
Yeah, the brick was about right here when the first shot went off, right there. Okay, that's one of those that looks like one of those landscaping bricks also.
Pavers.
Yeah.
And then I don't know why he didn't tase him
then the second shot went off about right here. You see him grab his chest up area right there. Second shot right there, and the dude take off running.
He disengaged.
So then he run there and died.
They tried to render aid, but he died at the hospital.
But it's a good shoot. Don't throw bricks at people.
Don't throw bricks and don't steal two beers, steal one.
I mean, that could have went. That's just dependent on which cop you get. Personally, I don't know if I would have shot him once I seen it. I was getting ready to dodge the brick.
Well, once I
don't know.
You see him rear back. He rear back like a tard to throw the brick. It wasn't like a baseball throw. So, the brick wasn't going to come hard.
Maybe he thought he was going to throw the beers next. I
don't know. 556 Media's here. Actually spoke to him, met him on Brandon Tatum's live a couple of days ago. I was watching. Kelly says that she believes that is justified. No, it's a justifiable shoot. I just think people are going back and forth. And one of the things I read, somebody said that you're supposed to go through your force continuum. Officer presence.
Force if you get hit in the head.
You got officer presence, but you don't.
That is on that force continuum because that is an implement that could cause death.
Yeah, but this one person who's wrong is saying that you're supposed to go through your force continuum. I don't have to go step by step if somebody has a deadly weapon. I can jump from 1 to 5 if I have to, and then go back down. I don't have that was the discussion. It's like it's a list there, but you don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can go 1 to 5.
Who said that? Who said that dumb shit?
I don't know who.
Well, I'm gonna have a soft hand control with a brick. Yeah. I don't think so.
Could you imagine having to? Well, technically, it wasn't a bad throw, Aaron, because he ducked it, but if you look, it hit right where his head was, so it was a pretty decent throw. But he kind of over exaggerated.
It was more like a lob. He lobbed the damn thing. Right. It wasn't a bullet.
Hey, Ron.
He caught a bullet. He didn't throw a bullet, but he caught a bullet.
Could you imagine having to beat somebody's ass with a baton before you even put him at gunpoint?
Yeah. Hey, Ron said that was a bad throw. Oh, and he was impressed that he didn't drop the beer. And Kelly, you're right. He fucked around and found out. It don't make a difference, Billy.
Yeah. Yeah, he threw the brick, but held on to the beer, even though after he was shot, he was like, hell no, I come for the beer. He's taking it with him.
Yeah, y'all lucked out on that one, Steve. Steve, also that guy I told you about contacted me back again, wanting to get in contact with you. If you still got the information, if you need it back, let me know. This next one, I think it's back to Holstera.
It is. We're going to talk about this guy. So this guy's a complete moron. That's what we're going to do. I'm sure Iceman's got a wonderful picture of his big ugly mug. How he doesn't have his complete ass beat is beyond me. So here we go with this. I'm assuming New Hampshire, NH, whatever the hell that is. He's a man breaks into a church. First off, who the hell breaks into a church? What are you hoping to get?
You're a piece of shit for breaking into a church.
Right. I don't even know why a church would need an alarm system, but apparently this man broke into a church. The alarm went off. The police arrived on scene. When they arrived on scene, of course, they do the police canine. Announce yourself. We're going to let you out. And he replied with, fuck you, and started to verbally assaulting them with expletives. Well, the handler did, in fact, let go of the dog. The dog proceeded to go in and attack the man, and in which case the canine Ivy was the canine. And by the time the police officers got to the scene, he had struck her several times and caused her to be flailing.
He tried to choke the dog.
Yeah. So he apparently bit or punched the dog. Now, here's the weird part, because it gets on to this next part. He was arrested because one of the officers were severely beaten, but it doesn't specify whether or not the dog seriously bitten. It doesn't say whether the dog bit him or whether the inmate bit the dog.
No, the guy, I believe, bit the cop. He choked the dog, and the bad guy choked the dog and bit the cop. We're totally opposite over here.
This is my hot nuts.
totally opposite.
This one said that bitch ain't choking me.
Yeah.
But this PC we got Duke shitting on the guy's head here. That's what he needs to do. And Hoppy,
this one's like, I ain't getting choked.
Hoppy said I need to go on Steve's show. I don't know which season or episode it is. I did go on Steve's show probably well over a year ago. I don't know which episode it is, but I have been on there. I'll go back if he wants to have me. I had a good time. I'll go do some news reporting with Steve. I can. I think Steve gets worried about me because I'm a little crazy,
Yes.
Aaron says, I know a guy who broke into a church and wound up working the priest over pretty rough. You got to really be bad to beating up on a priest.
Read it. Yeah, he put right in there.
There were reasons. I understand, but use the law.
Well, there is, but there's also certain things that a priest, if it's something I'm thinking of, it's like, yep, I'm bringing an ass whipping with me.
Oh, I'm about to whoop somebody.
Yeah, good boy. I got you. That's not what you said. I don't know what you said.
Who are you talking about?
Hoppy.
Oh.
Well, you got to say it again. That way Iceman can read it right.
I got it. I went and read it. Yeah, Aaron says that's exactly what we were thinking. His next one is this woman. Also, I'll give an update, too, while we're at it, since the story kind of went along with it. They had this lady. Do y'all remember the lady in New Orleans that got drugged to death by the 4 teenagers in the car? They tried to charge her, and they drugged her, ripped her arm off, and she died in New Orleans. Okay, well, the 3 females involved, I think 15, 16, 17, all charged as adults. They pled out to manslaughter. They each got 20 years. The driver... Wow. The driver is wanted a plea deal and did not get it because they wanted to plead down to manslaughter. They said nope. They started the trial on 2nd-degree murder, and of course in Louisiana, if 2nd-degree murder, this little bastard he was 17 when it happened. He's like 18 or 19 now. He gets found guilty, mandatory life imprisonment without parole here in Louisiana. So that's what he needs. We watched the video here a little over a year ago, and they drugged this old lady down the road until her arm ripped off of her body, and she died. Okay, horrible. So just bad. So yeah. So this one here is another one. I think this was up in California too.
Well, he's going to prison because in Louisiana you can't even have a dime bag of marijuana or you'll go to prison for life.
That's good. Anyway, this woman was hospitalized. This happened in where it happened? I think it was in California. She got dragged by her car when a 37-year-old woman was dragged after behind her own SUV after some people tried to snatch her purse. They snatched it. She should have just let the purse go. She held on to her purse. They drug her down the road 40 or 50 yards. She could have easily got killed also. She got hospitalized with the injuries. At first they didn't know if she was going to make it or not. That's how bad her injuries were. But now she's in stable conditions. They're still searching for the suspects. This woman was 75 years old. I guarantee you these little freaking fucking thugs just, targeting these older women like that. I think these older women, order yourself a 1,000,000-volt taser on Amazon.
They're like Magnum.
They're cheap. I think it's like if this is California, but get yourself a taser, 1,000,000 volts. It'll knock somebody completely unconscious. Carry that with you. They got the ones that you can carry like a brass knuckles and just keep it in your hand. They walk up to you, just reach out and touch them with it, and let them ride the lightning right there. Start trying to protect yourself. Just let the purse go.
Or hear me out, because I'm not sponsored, but I will give you a piece of advice. You can go to Taser International's website, and as a civilian, you can actually buy a civilian version of the taser. When you tase somebody with it, because it is the full 15-second ride. What you do is they actually instruct you that once you tase an individual, you flee and call the police. Once you file a police report, they will ship you a brand new one overnight. So if you are interested in that and you have a few extra bucks, you can get a wonderful taser just like law enforcement uses, but it has a much shorter range.
Well, I say screw the one that the law enforcement uses. Go buy yourself a 1,000,000-volt taser. And when you hit them with it, it's not going to be, oh, ouch, and they're going to get up in 15 seconds. When you hit them with it, it's going to knock their ass, and it's going to knock their dick in the dirt, and they're not going to get up that quick, okay? They had an incident a couple years back in New Orleans where somebody had their 1,000,000-volt taser, and they were just walking through the crowd, and people were dropping like flies. Just dropping. Because they were just walking around just zapping people and shit. And, yeah.
With a cheat code.
Yeah, I mean, so those tasers are legal for you to have, well, here anyway, and it's not just going to because you right back up to fighting with a regular taser. No, screw that. I want to hit them so hard, if they have a pacemaker, it's going to blow it out the front of their chest. Oopsie daisy. Sorry, I malfunctioned your defibrillator.
See, but I've never had one of those actually be like, I've had asshole friends that had the one at the gas station you get for $9.95 that like zaps the shit out of you. I've had friends hit me with those, and all it does is make me pissed off. Apparently China must make newer ones now.
Get you one of them 1,000,000-volt ones.
Okay.
How about this time? Next time you come down, I'll hit you with BAMs. We'll just check. We'll just test it out. How's that? We'll do it on the podcast.
That's what I want to see. When you come down, I want to see Heisman hit you with the taser.
We'll do
both.
We'll do a live stream.
Cartridge.
We'll do a live stream.
See if you want to do both. I'll do the full taser ride again. I don't mind that shit.
We did a whole live stream. Hell, I can't even get Freebird to eat a chip.
Oh, I won't do the chip.
No, because I'd much rather a taser than the damn chip. That's for sure.
Hey, Aaron said he'll drive down for that.
From a taser, I'm gonna die. My ass is gonna die from that chip. I know.
I ain't playing with Aaron. Aaron, you want to come down to New Orleans? I'll come up there and I'll let Iceman hit me with a taser.
I seen this thing today. It's like a jailhouse a jailhouse security thing. It's a butt plug you stick in your butt, but it's got like a zip gun on it. So if they try to violate you, you can shoot them in the dick. So I think we need to patent that. Huh?
Who is there a market for that?
I don't know. I don't think they'd let you keep it, but they shove everything else up in their prison purse.
I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the chip is. I assume the chip is far worse. I've taken some crazy taser rides. Electricity's never really bothered me. And so, did we skip Freebird? Is it back to me?
No, it's Freebird, and then she.
I'm up.
Yep.
Been up.
Refresh my memory real quick.
9-volt. It's about the mom that took the law into her own hands.
Oh, that's the one you sent separately.
Yes.
You sent that one separately, not with the other stuff.
I think somebody hit her with a fucking taser. Look at that hair.
Yep.
No, this is the Orleans Parish. We're talking about the Orleans Parish.
No, we're talking about the lady that run over her own kid.
I don't have that. I don't have that one.
Do you have that one, Holster?
I don't have that one at all.
No, it's not one of mine, but yeah, I could rotate it.
I don't have that one.
That's because you got a green phone.
Stand by.
Damn green phone.
Gotta be the one right above mine.
I don't have that one. Okay. I'm sorry.
I got it.
I don't think you sent it to me. I think you sent it to Holster.
Maybe I
sent
did.
To both of us. Sent to both of us. It's lost in the three Freebirds. So a mom decides to take the law into her own hands and hit son with an SUV while aiming for two kids he was fighting. Damn, that's gangsta, mama.
Her aim was that bad?
Yeah, right. So I don't get it. Regardless, a 33-year-old woman was sitting there, so she's a young mother. Of Florida was arrested after she allegedly hit her own juvenile son with her SUV while actually attempting to run down several children who were in a fight with the boy. Quantavia, people don't use your vehicles as weapons, was taken into custody on Tuesday and charged with one count.
They don't use her race. Why don't they use her race in the story?
Because it's alleged. Yeah, it's that's what that is.
Because what are they going to do?
It wasn't a victim.
Yeah,
she run over her own kid.
Yeah, the victim was also black. Regardless, deadly weapon and one count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, but not child abuse. I figured running a kid over with a car would catch some kind of child charge. On Monday afternoon, Samuel had her son to return to school and pick up a backpack his little brother left behind. More than likely, his brother's being bullied. And yeah, that's why he was fighting him. Miami PD, well, that explains a lot. Says, let's see, the officer, Michael Vega, said in a news briefing broadcast, why does everybody have to such a shitty name? Quantavia Miltonese Samuel. Jesus. He's a
I couldn't spell that.
Worker. No, I would just throw all the alphabet letters off the fridge on the floor and say
that sounds racist.
It might be, racist. But I'll tell you what, I
just can't spell it. I mean,
yeah. While going to retrieve the backpack, Samuel's son. So this is the chick's name, Quantavia Milton.
No, that's a dude. Samuel. That ain't no girl name, Quantavia. It might be Avia. IA is a girl. No. I don't know. Could be transvestite. Who knows now?
We're not going back down this road. Anyway, while going to retrieve the backpack, Samuel's son. So yeah, that's her. That's Quantavia's. That's her. Son got into a confrontation with another child. The other child went home to get his cousins, and then two boys found Samuel's son, and the kids got in a physical fight. Police say before 6 p.m., the boy called his mother and said that he was being jumped, quote unquote, by some other juveniles, one of whom he claimed might be armed with a handgun. So Mama Bear came flying around the corner in her Toyota RAV4, where the altercation was taking place, according to the defendant. When she arrived in the area, the aforementioned intersection, she struck her son with the Toyota RAV4 she was operating. A probable cause affidavit obtained by Tampa was asked how she managed to strike her son with the vehicle. The defendant stated, "I was trying to get them off my son." So they were smart enough to move off the top of her son. The problem was she didn't hit the brakes when they did and just went right over him. After striking her son with the SUV, police say Samuel got out of the help and helped her son get in the passenger side seat of the vehicle as the other two kids fled. They probably figured, fuck, if the mom's going to try and kill him, we don't even need to. Samuel alleged continued with the vigilante conduct by pursuing the two juveniles and following them back to one of their houses. Once at the residence, Vegas said Samuel called the police for the first time. Yeah, probably should have done that earlier.
Well,
when police arrived on, yeah.
I'm just willing to bet that there was an "Oh Lord" hollered at some point. Oh Lord, would you run? Oh Lord, I don't run him over.
Yeah, you used to that, Iceman.
Look, everybody. That's what happens when you got too much humidity in.
No, that looks like the million volt taser.
It might be a million volt taser.
That's what I'm gonna look like.
That's what happens. You take that ride, you get a haircut like that, boy.
Right light.
Oh, that woman there. Oh, she needs some hair. Everybody knows who this is. She's still on the loose, everybody. That's Precious.
Precious
okay,
is still out
Precious
there,
still out there. They ain't called Precious yet. It's been 2 years. They still ain't called Precious.
I tell you what, I could almost retire from the podcast if we could just get her on for one good interview.
I know, right? Oh, Precious. Precious, 2 years they've been trying to arrest Precious.
Like, everybody's done forgot about Precious. She is the heartbeat of this podcast.
Everybody else forgot about her except us.
Yeah, we're keeping the warrants alive, and I always like to mess with NOPD and ask them, be like, "Hey, how's Precious doing?"
They need NOPD needs some goats.
Yeah, they could. Them go-goats would find her.
Go-goats would probably track her down.
Right. This next one is you.
Yep, it sure as hell is. Dad shot by mom's boyfriend during child custody and exchange in River Ridge.
Happens all the time.
It does, but unfortunately, this man is in jail because he's a complete moron. Okay.
That's the River Ridge in New Orleans? That River Ridge?
Yeah, in Jefferson Parish.
Jefferson Parish. Okay. So here's the issue, because ordinarily it would have been a justified homicide, but the story's really weird. The man came over to pick up his child from the baby mama's house. Baby mama's boyfriend has a gun. Baby daddy decided he's going to force his way into the home. Mistake number one. Okay. He goes into the home and begins a physical altercation with the boyfriend. Okay. Such as, just whipping his ass. Well, then he goes outside after he whips baby mama's boyfriend's ass. Baby mama's boyfriend goes and gets a handgun and blasts his ass once he leaves the house. People, you have to shoot home intruders when they're still in your home. Do not follow them to your car, because then it's premeditated. This young man is now in jail because he shot the guy that violently came into his home on the outside of his home when he was retreating. You can't do that. So
cannot shoot people. You got to shoot them on the way in, not the way out.
Yeah. You can't let them beat your ass and then run to the bedroom and then shoot them once they're back in their car. You have to shoot them while they're still in the house.
No, you got to shoot them on both sides.
Jesus. Anyway, well, regardless,
on both sides, the back and the front, and that way, you shot him, he turned around, you shot him again. That's how you got him in the back.
He just kept spinning. I don't know what to tell you. Regardless, he was a ballet dancer. He kept just doing dances. Regardless, this young man, he did not kill the other guy. He is being charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. And the other gentleman is going to be charged with home invasion when he is allowed to leave the hospital. It'll probably be some weird dropping of all charges on both sides. I could see that.
Well, we're going to stay in New Orleans for this next one.
Shit, every story we got from New Orleans down there.
Well, this is because this ain't midweek news no more. This is Louisiana crime.
That's not true.
California fucktards. California fucktards.
Well, it don't matter. I already kind of told y'all the story because it was a story on the kids that drugged the lady. So we already went over it. So I don't have to do it. So we can just skip on over that one. Go back to Freebird. But we're still in New Orleans.
We're still in New Orleans, in Orleans Parish.
Yeah, at OPP.
57-year-old deputy that worked for the Orleans, there was a sheriff's office, I think. He was introducing contraband into the jail system. And along with introducing, apparently he loved the fight game, so he was ordering hits on the inmates, and they're getting inmates to fight other inmates. So he got arrested for introduction of contraband, malfeasance, and I don't know how he got hit with obstruction of justice somehow. I don't know. He might have had fentanyl in his butt or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
might have been trying to hide it or something. I don't know, but he got hit with obstruction too, I think.
He probably tried to burn his phone or something like that.
So apparently, but he was ordering hits. Somebody ratted on him, I'm sure, after a couple of inmates got their ass kicked, and they're like, Joe Blow there told me to whoop your ass. He paid us with some fentanyl or some meth, and I'm sure, I don't know how. It didn't say how long he'd been with the sheriff's office, did it?
No, I didn't see in there. I spent a long time. I even did a background on a guy. I couldn't find a picture of this dude to save my life. All of his Facebook accounts have been shut down and everything else because I was trying to find a picture of this guy at least, and they don't have it. He sounded like he thought he was like.
You normally got video. We need a video of him bringing it in.
Well, I don't. this is Orleans. This is OPP that does have that new sheriff that says she wanted to make the jail a safe space. Well, unfortunately, he wasn't making it very safe because I guess he thought he was the I don't know, he was the Nino Brown and he was in New Jack City over there, so it wasn't working out for him.
Well, I want to know the rest of the story. I want to know how much he paid him, how he paid him, and how he coerced him into, hey, go whoop his ass. How did he pick out the inmates he wanted to ass kick?
556 said he had fentanyl in his butt one time. He now calls her my ex-wife. And they'll call her my ex-wife. Okay, I hope your butt healed up from that.
That's crack. That's crack she had. Huh? He got that mixed up with crack.
This last one here is Holstera, and these officers have been acquitted.
So we already knew that was going to happen. So basically, about a couple weeks ago, we discussed the officers in the Elijah McCain death. The young man he was dressed like a ninja, and basically he was taken into custody, and he was having a mental break. Well, when he had his physical altercation, the EMTs ran over and juiced him with what killed him, in my opinion, because he wasn't dead until they put him in the ambulance and injected his ass. Then he died. So they, of course, acquitted the officers. But as a agreement with the union, when you sign your contract to get a job with the department, they have to, if you're arrested, they have to put you on suspension without pay. If they're found to be in fault, which has been ongoing for over 2 years, they have to pay you all of your money back, including your vacation time and all those things. So this officer is clearing $200, and I believe it's like $257 is the final number, $257,000 for being out of work for the past 2 years. I'm sure it doesn't even come close to touching his legal fees.
Probably not.
But he is cleared and allowed to go back to work. Now, whether he's going to remain at work, because I'm assuming if he just said, screw you, I don't want the job, they'll just be like, all right, we ain't paying you. So he has to at least go back and serve an hour on the job and just go, all right, I quit, and he gets the check.
Because he's going to have a hard time working out there now.
Oh, yeah, they're going to try to kill him now.
Yeah, big time. So, but at least some of these places are getting it right, at least, where, not just throwing cops in jail. Because I don't know if y'all heard or not. I mean, if you didn't hear, I don't know which rock y'all under, but because Derek Chauvin got stabbed in prison recently this past week.
Yeah.
So
you knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, we talked about
Serving 22 years for some bullshit.
Yeah, so they're gonna end up killing him up in there. So
yeah.
And we've talked about that. They sentence these cops to 20 years, and these people go, that's not enough. It's like a day in that jail could kill him. Like that is a death sentence to most cops, is accidentally being somewhere in Gen Pop where other people can get to you. The only way to stay safe is essentially ruin your sanity by being locked inside of a 6x9 in solitary 24/7. That's the only way to not be around other inmates. And it's just, you'd rather hang yourself than do that. So it's a catch-22.
You got some squirrels in your house or something, Freebird? You keep looking at the ceiling and
I had a damn. We repainted everything. I had a bird. A bird got in the damn house the other night, and I think he made a mark on it. Made a mark in the ceiling. So it's pretty funny watching the two dogs run around chasing the bird in the air. So
was it a falcon?
Freebird had a bird in the house. A free bird.
Yeah, other little birds you don't like.
I saw her. The Hina Hanu, I saw that up there, Kelly. I got the way I got it set up right now. I can't kick her from where I'm at right here. So I saw it. Just nobody click on that crap of theirs over there. So what we want to do is vote on some hot nuts tonight.
Douche nozzle that choked the fucking dog.
So his name is a douche nozzle.
That's what I'm calling him. Anybody that chokes and hurts a dog,
all right, we got
breaks into a church is definitely a hot nut.
All right, we got the guy that's been sentenced on the same crime to life 3 times. We got the 12-year-old that stole the forklift. We got the ding dong that ended up going to meet his maker after throwing a brick at the cops. We got the douche nozzle with choking a dog. I think that's what I'm going to go with, too. And we got the woman that ran over her own kid. And Aaron said he's voting for...
I don't know. Running over your own kid is pretty fucking bad. Like...
And Aaron said he's voting for Holstera's gay next handkerchief.
Well, if he wants it, I could sign it and mail it to him.
556 said he wants to know if there's a bird in that damn revolving tree that's got him dizzy and puking and losing all its feathers. We can't hear you. You got yourself muted.
Yeah, you got it muted. Why is the lights not on that
He
tree?
was he did get into the tree a few times, and the dogs ran him out of the tree, and then he finally smacked the window a few times and knocked himself silly. So that's how we caught his ass.
Oh, I got one in the house. I just opened all the doors and he eventually flew out.
Well, I did. I had the doors open, but he was too stupid to figure out the door.
Did you turn off all the lights, Freebird?
No, I didn't.
No, yeah, you should turn the lights off because they'll fly towards the light, and you open the front.
Well, he's
door
got all
the
these big ass windows on this house with no blinds.
That's
on
true. That's true. You have those giant bay windows.
Yeah, he likes to run around naked.
Them problems. We got them little trailer windows with the little crank up.
What's a douche nozzle?
Yeah.
I don't know.
A douche nozzle is the piece of the douche that makes penetration and cleans the
window. The windows are so big that he kept kept trying to go out the window.
So, who you voting for?
Mine is Mr. Brick Thrower.
You got the brick thrower.
I got the brick throwers, the hot nuts. Who's T-Bird? Who you got?
I think 556 got some animosity towards his ex-wife.
I understand it. Fucking, they're overrated.
T-Bird said brick thrower.
She just voting because that's what you said.
Yeah, right? That's bullshit.
It's like him getting 2 votes.
Yeah.
Duke votes for the guy that choked the dog.
Poor Duke is not happy right now.
Cash and Lola voted for the brick thrower.
Poor Duke is not happy since Bam's staying over here at the clubhouse because we got the dogs and stuff at the main house. And Kelly wants the brick guy too. And so Duke's hasn't been allowed over here until she gets healed up since she has that open wound in her chest area from where that drain tube is.
He'll want to be with Mama.
And he's just not been very happy at all. So 556 says she lives close by and she's friends with my current wife. What the hell, man?
What the hell? What the hell kind of demonic shit is that? That should be a clue, brother.
Yeah, you better be careful. They may be plotting on you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They're lining up here. Turn around, run the other direction.
We got a tie. We got a tie between Brick and the dog choker.
I can Cash and Lola.
No, that don't count. You can't do that.
Oh,
that's cheating.
Yeah,
cheating.
Yours is in.
That's cheating. So we got a tie. We're going to tie it up with...
Yeah, you're the only reason we got a tie, T-Bird. Thank you.
Oh, Billy says he's doing brick. So it's the brick guy. The brick won out from the dog choker.
Brick guy's a hot nuts.
Dumbass.
You don't throw bricks at the popo and you won't get shot. Don't throw a brick and you won't get the pew-pew.
Yeah.
Don't bring a brick
to like a girl.
Yeah.
Don't throw a brick like a girl when you're going to get shot.
You know, after the officer shot him, he was like, "Oh shit, was that a bad shoot?" Because he paused right after that second round. It was like, "Uh-oh."
Yeah, but hopefully he'll go to jail because it's a good shoot, but it's California.
It is.
So.
Oh no. Well, he better move to Florida before they indict his ass. You're a stupid dumbass.
I got my hat on.
What? We can't see you, darling.
Dumbass motherfucker.
We're on the hot nut screen right now.
Oh. He on the hot nut screen.
Well, I'm saying hey to Daniel and Holster. So.
Hang on. We'll be able to see in a second.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
She wants to be Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas.
It's not Christmas time.
Yeah.
It's not even December yet. You've been drinking, haven't you?
Yeah, I know, but we got 4 trees.
You got 4 trees
in this house.
Did you really?
3 for now.
All right. Let's see these other 3 since the big fancy ones are right there. Don't even say your house is a mess because I'll throw something at the screen.
Hold on. We got.
All right, 556. Appreciate you joining us. Oh, you got an LSU tree? There you go.
LSU tree.
Wow. Go LSU.
Yeah.
LSU tree. And we threw. That's my Billy Cannon, signed Billy Cannon picture. So the other one is we're not finished with the other one.
Working on it.
T-Bird's working on it right now.
So you got a Christmas tree in the office?
Yeah. We kind of went overboard.
Yeah.
A little, but that's fine. That's fine. That's
how many Christmas trees I have.
Is that Christmas? Is she very Christmas orientated?
Apparently, that's our first one.
Did you hang your Freebird ornament on it?
It's I have it on my nightstand. I mean, not a nightstand, end table.
Oh, I got the little Christmas tree that's about this tall. I put up, and
you hung it on it.
It has been up since last Christmas. It's in the corner, and it's got fiber optic lights. I just leave it there. That's the only Christmas tree I'm getting around here. So I can put up some Christmas trees in the background. We can be real Christmassy. So
yeah, well, we have a Christmas episode usually.
Yeah, everybody, I appreciate it.
Love every one of you guys.
I do. There's a parade. There's a parade Saturday. I'm supposed to do. So it's been on the weather. Or we might have some bad weather, but hopefully don't. There's a parade, like a Christmas type parade.
That's where it was.
I want to do that, so I'll do it live. It's around 12:30.
The bird.
12:31ish. Y'all pay attention. Check. I'll probably do it on TikTok, so pay attention to the TikTok. And hey,
yeah, that's my Freebird. That's my ornament.
No, that's not the one. That's what he made.
I made you. I made you that with my own hands. I got Iceman, the big tiger.
I made the little ornament. It's like round.
You have a little star that's like
a snowflake.
And it's got your logo in the middle.
He done lost that shit already. Look at him. He has no clue.
I lost mine too. I lost mine.
I don't know where. Hey, I can't. I was almost dead last year, so I don't know where it ended up.
Yeah, I can tell you where mine was.
But y'all pay attention. I am going. I've been noticing. I've been going back, and when I don't have guests, instead of not putting nothing out, I guess I'll just do extra news one because it seems like the news gets more downloads than my guest ones anyway. So if I don't have guests, I'll put out a news one, so y'all get extra on that.
Hey, you know me, I don't give a shit. I'll hang out with you if you want me to.
So everybody, stay safe. Watch your back. Watch your partner's back. Remember, we're not sheepdogs. We are lions.
Rawr.
And be safe.
All right.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks. I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm